If you think being ignored is painful, imagine standing in a room packed with people laughing at you, completely unaware that you own the very company they're celebrating. That night, I walked into my wife's corporate party planning to reveal a secret that would change everything. But before I had the chance to speak, someone made a mistake they would regret for the rest of their lives. My name is Ethan Cole. I was 38 years old, naturally quiet, 6 feet tall, with dark hair, and the kind of face people forgot just 5 minutes after meeting me. I preferred simple clothes, quiet conversations, and staying far away from the spotlight. For years, I had built successful businesses behind the scenes. Most people saw me as an ordinary man because that was exactly how I wanted it. My wife, Vanessa, was 34, beautiful, driven, and incredibly proud of her position at Ridgewell Technologies. We had been married for 6 years. When we first met, she admired how calm and grounded I was. But as she climbed higher up the corporate ladder, everything slowly began to change. She became more focused on appearances, expensive restaurants, luxury brands, influential people, and little by little, I started feeling like she was embarrassed to be seen with me. 3 months before that party, I quietly purchased an 80% controlling share of Ridgewell Technologies through one of my investment groups. The company was struggling financially, but I saw tremendous potential in it. I kept my identity hidden because I wanted to observe the people leading the business before revealing myself, including my own wife. The company's annual celebration was held in the grand ballroom of a luxury hotel downtown. Crystal chandeliers sparkled overhead while soft music drifted through the room filled with hundreds of guests. That evening, I wore a simple black suit. Vanessa looked me over from head to toe as I picked her up. "That's what you're wearing?" she asked. I glanced down at myself. "What's wrong with it?" She forced a small smile. "Nothing. It's just that everyone important will be there." Everyone important. Those words echoed in my mind during the entire drive. As we entered the ballroom, people greeted Vanessa with excitement and admiration. Me? I received a few polite nods. Some people barely noticed I was there. Then I spotted Vanessa's boss, Richard Lawson. He was tall, dressed in an expensive gray suit, wearing a flawless smile, the kind of man who loved the sound of his own voice. He walked over and warmly shook Vanessa's hand. "Vanessa, glad you made it." Then his eyes shifted toward me. "And you brought your husband." "Not Ethan, just husband." Vanessa laughed awkwardly. Richard smirked. "So, Ethan, what exactly do you do these days?" I smiled politely. "I work in investments." He laughed. "Ah, yes, the classic mysterious investor answer." A few people standing nearby laughed with him. Then he leaned in a little closer. "No offense, Ethan, but men usually don't give vague answers unless they don't have impressive careers." The laughter grew louder. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed Vanessa smiling. Not defending me, smiling. Something deep inside me quietly broke. For the next hour, Richard continued throwing small insults my way. "Careful with that drink, Ethan. You look a little uncomfortable around successful people." Vanessa deserves someone who can match her ambition. Each remark earned another round of laughter, and every single time, Vanessa stayed silent. Finally, Richard stepped onto the stage. He raised his glass high. "I want to thank everyone for making Ridgewell such a success, and a special thanks to employees like Vanessa who spend their time caring the people around them." His eyes landed on me. The room burst into laughter once again. Slowly I stood up. Vanessa grabbed my arm. "Ethan, sit down." I looked into her eyes. "No." I calmly walked toward the stage. Richard grinned. "Oh, Ethan wants a little attention now?" I took the microphone. My hands were completely steady. "My name is Ethan Cole. Tonight, I originally planned to share something important before I arrived here." The room slowly fell silent. "I wanted to introduce myself as Ridgewell Technologies' new majority owner." Richard smiled. Then he laughed. Then the laughter stopped. I continued speaking. 3 months ago, my investment group acquired an 80% controlling share of this company. Silence. Complete silence. Vanessa's face instantly turned pale. Richard stared at me in disbelief. I reached into my jacket, pulled out the official documents, and handed them to him. His hands trembled as he read every page. I also spent the last 3 months quietly observing the leadership. Nobody in the room moved. I wanted to see how people treated others when they believed no one important was watching. Richard looked like he could barely breathe. Vanessa whispered softly, "Ethan." I turned toward her. "No, let me finish." Then I faced the room once more. Respect isn't measured by how you treat powerful people. It's measured by how you treat the people you believe have nothing to offer. The ballroom remained frozen. Richard looked as though every drop of color had drained from his face. Vanessa's eyes filled with panic, and for the first time that entire evening, nobody was laughing anymore.